Hello! Welcome everybody to this week's chapter of New Blood by Night. I'm your host, your storyteller, your dungeon mistress. Let's meet our players. Do your new art, Aurora. Anyways, let's meet our players, starting with Damien.
Yo, it's your boy, just another villain, Snoresville, playing Damien, the now no longer weird-looking dude. He's normal. I'm fairly certain he's normal. Normal-ish. Normal somewhat. Kind of normal. Normal for this setting. I'll throw it on over to old Lucas Aurelius.
That's me. I'm Luke Anime Memes on the internet, and I'm playing Gabreil. And I think your new art looks kind of hot, Bill. And I'm going to pass it on to Aurora.
Hi, my name is Spectre Zero, just your average time traveling dimension hobby android, but in this game, I'm Aurora, and everything is just fucked. It's all just gone to shit, and I just don't know what to do anymore. And I'm scared, and I just want the people I cared about to be okay. With that being said, passing it over to Void.
Hello! Let's do that brief recap. It's been many moons. So, and last we left off, there was a very large event, plot-wise, that triggered some changes, stripping away lies and leaving only truth. What do you remember from last time?
So last time, because usually, as tradition, I just go ahead and send it. But last time, prior to the previous session to this one, we had kind of had like that come to Jesus moment, right? Where everyone finally said, hey, I'm sorry. We kind of fucked with each other to a degree where there's just this giant rift. And now we're kind of like extending the olive branch and finally seeing one another for another while trying to work together. At the start of the session, we all formulated a plan. There's going to be a group to go do this side mission with Butch, Mia, and Hanson to grab some things that we will need inevitably. And to save a couple of individuals that have, been separated from. So they were going to handle that, while Robbie and the rest of the gang were going to go meet Agatha because there was a ritual that needed to be done. And he just needs answers. Damien just needs his answers for what has been something that has been held from him for over a year now at this point. Like, it's fine, he just wants to know what's been taken from him. Because he just wants the truth at this point. So everyone goes into their multiple forms to travel. Michael/Lucian kind of struggles a bit, so he gets the what I call the mouth ride from Aurora in terms of, traveling. So we make it out to Isabella's. We go to the forest outcropping, go some ways, meet Agatha. Then Damien and her have a small exchange. They go into the forest as he follows her, which becomes a run, which becomes this violent rush of, chase. That over a time, Damien is transported to this plane where he sees this eldritch being, and he asks him a handful of questions. And the last one is like, are you ready to dance? Are you ready to have the truth presented to you? Are you ready to strip away the lies? And you're going to hear this a couple times, by the way. Aurora, being curious, because Aurora is naturally a curious character, decides to make her way to where they went and finds Agatha and Damien. Damien is convulsing, kind of like in a very seizure-esque way. And she asks, like, oh my God, I need to help him. We need to do something. Agatha says, if you interrupt this, I'll kill you. Like, do not interrupt this. He's having the lie stripped away from him. This must be done. And as this process continues, we go back to Azrael and Robbie, and Azrael and Robbie encounter this creature that begins to stare at them and begins to say, dance, dance, dance the spiral, as he begins to run after them. And as all this begins to transpire and becomes more hectic and frantic, we all end up on this similar plane. We are presented with the choice of whether to take this change that is presented for us by this eldritch being, or to deny it and say otherwise. Robbie says no, but he had a few bad rolls there, didn't go so well, so he jumped. Aurora said no, understandable, that's fine. Lucy and Michael said no, and those lies were stripped away. And due to those lies being stripped away, Gabreil's back in town. His entire appearance being back to how it was before, prior to it, the request of it being changed, mentally and physically. And once that was all done, we wake up after 2 weeks to find that we are all irreversibly changed. Damien looks like himself. He has a beating heartbeat. He doesn't have pale skin. He's flushed. He no longer has a snake-like visage. He has hair. He has yet to check any of his memories. But he notices he has missed calls from Agatha for 2 weeks straight. So there's that. Robbie has tattoos now, but he can't really see. It's kind of like he has cataracts in his eyes. Aurora has her own derangement. She even has an eye color, kind of like how Stone has the shifting eye color. It's different than the other one. And then we have Gabreil now, who shares a room for 3 in his head. We all find out we've been out for 2 weeks. Butch was taken. Hanson's dead. Stone is very injured, and the top portion of the compound is level destroyed. And as the session began to draw to a close, Damien made a declaration to essentially say, no more blood, no more ghouling his lady. This ends. He takes control back completely. We all take control back.
And so tonight's session begins in the same vein, albeit not moments, that we left off moons ago. Standing in the wake of destruction, loss, Second Inquisition, and its cutthroat precision. A hush has filtered in among the coterie, and it has been that way for several long and hard moments that have felt like they've stretched into eternity as the processing over everything that has happened sinks into your very bones. So much has been lost, and you can feel it. Feel the edge of it. But even as so much has been lost, there's a finite amount that maybe has been gained. After all, your lies, they have been stripped away. And you have been made bare. It's Robbie who breaks the terse silence with something that sounds a little bit like a plea. So what the fuck do we do now?
I mean, I could scout it, see if there's anything waiting by the entryway. I could call Agatha. She can have a look.
Yeah,
She's helped us in the past.
Yeah, I don't fucking trust her.
Well, it's kind of slim pickings for help right now.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
She's the reason this, the emotions at his face, is a reality.
I have to agree with Robbie on this one. I don't trust her either.
You trust her?
I don't.
He motions at Damien. Even though it's like a vague, not quite the right direction. You trust her? After all this? Because she gave you your skin back? You think she's hunky-dory? You can feel Robbie's rage. Just a little bit, maybe a little bit more severe than it was previous. But it's hard to say. It's been so long. But there's a different kind of edge to it.
Aurora grabs his arm just like very lightly to
He still
ground him.
flinches. He still flinches.
Robbie, you don't know if this is permanent. We could probably fix this.
Yeah, well,
There are
fuck
ways
her.
to fix anything.
If I see that fucking bitch again, I'm gonna kill her. And there's a ripple of rage. And he turns around as if to leave, and he knocks into the chair, and he ends up kicking it. It seems almost, not seems, no, it is unproportionable how much anger he has.
Robbie, you need to calm down.
He tries to storm off and knocks into a wall.
Aurora is gonna guide him out.
Okay? As you approach him, he just says, "Fuck!" and he punches it. And he hits it hard. Hard enough that your tuned-in ears hear the knuckles break.
And Aurora just flat out says, Robbie, you're scaring me.
Let me make a roll. He exhales, long and low. And it bleeds. The anger, the hatred, the rage. You watch his shoulders descend as if on an elevator. The tendons in his neck release. Sorry, I'm so fucking done with all of this. I'm so fucking done.
Aurora just like ever so lightly like just touches his arm.
I guess I just wanted Damien to have a different plan for us. But hey, I'm a grown-ass man. I can come with my own plan, right?
Yeah. I'm scared too. I'm mad. I'm upset. We don't get 2 weeks back. Come on. And she tries to lead him out, and so that she can talk to him.
As you go to pull him out, he just turns his head, even though it's not in your direction, Damien, and he mutters, "I'm sorry, I just fucking want you in my corner, dude." And then he goes with Aurora. Then we're gonna stay in this main room before we Meanwhile, back over to Aurora and Robbie. Damien? I believe Mia and Gabreil are with you, and Nina and Fenrir.
I remember Nina saying specifically to Damien, like, I don't know if I can help you anymore.
Yeah, and
of-
Fenrir
Okay.
tackled Aurora, so I don't know if he's gonna leave with her or stay in the room.
Yeah, he's gonna go with her, for sure.
But Damien did said, like, I promised to help you, so I don't break my promise.
Okay. So I would say Nina's not in the room, probably left with Aurora and Fenrir, but Mia and Gabreil are still there. After that intensity, now it seems like there's just maybe more intensity. Of a different kind, but nonetheless, it feels like a powder keg waiting for a torch. So what do you do, Damien?
Damien will look at Mia and Gabreil and kind of fix his eyes on Gabreil. Well, welcome back.
It wasn't
Seems
really my
like-
choice.
What do you mean it wasn't your choice?
I wanted to stay hidden away in the dark. I couldn't live with my mistakes, but apparently I just couldn't even accomplish hiding myself away behind a lie.
Yeah, well, welcome to my fuck up. Per usual.
I don't think it's just yours. I'm the one who asked
No,
you.
it's my fault. Everything bad that happens is my fault, so I have to own it.
No, it's not just your fault. It's our fault. It's a mistake we made together. We'll have to shoulder it together. We need to work together, you know?
I agree.
I think we're stronger together.
I think we
All
need
this chaos.
information as well. But I agree with Gabreil. Together.
That's kind of what the point of calling Agatha was, so she can actually parse something out for 2 weeks that we missed.
I don't think it's a bad plan. I don't know why Robbie is so... He's hurt. She answers her own question. I don't know if we
We're all
can or should trust her, but as far as you, she's probably the only one that can get us answers.
I mean, keep her at arm's length if you want to. I'm not asking people to suck her dick. I'm just saying we need something rather than nothing.
I mean, you're not
Hanson's...
going to invite her here, are you?
I mean, she wouldn't be able to get in whether she wanted to or not. Only I'd know the way out.
I don't mind getting information from her. And she looks at you, Gabreil, for like your input as well, because the three of you are conversing. But I don't trust her enough to be more than an acquaintance.
I agree with Mia.
The
Don't
hard
know.
on that she has for you, Damien, is frightening.
What if I can just use it to my advantage?
Mia tilts
I
her
know
head.
it's fucked up.
It is. But
You kind of have to use everything in your toolkit at this point. It's not like we have much. We had everything and we lost most of it.
So what would be the purpose of using it? What's the goal of the manipulation then?
Destroying what we were hunting.
And
That's the manipulation.
what if she doesn't want to? Then what? I'll play devil's
She
advocate.
can fuck off.
What if she doesn't?
Then we kill her.
What if she's stronger than us?
What if we're unable to kill her?
Gabriel points. Mia points at Gabriel. That.
Then we bring the hunters to her.
What if they're unable to kill her? What if they just kill all of us?
Well, the only one that'll be spared is Mia, because they have a hard-on for her.
I'm not gonna let that happen. I'm not gonna let them hurt any of you. What if the hunters, we can't use it as an ally, right? What if they've done what they've planned to do? The city's pretty fucked. So what if their job's done and they're gone?
Even if they're gone, some might have stuck around.
Fair. So how do we
They
learn
might be
that?
slowly moving on.
You think Agatha's gonna know if they're here or not?
I mean, at this point, it's just a phone call. It's not like I'm inviting her to sit in everyone's lap. It's just a phone call.
Honey, I trust you. I do. I just want to make sure our asses are covered. That's all.
Plus, I still got that ace in the hole in case I need to use it. I don't
Mia,
even know if I can use that anymore.
Mia glances at Gabriel and then back to you. What do you mean?
I could turn into that thing again. I don't know. If I have a beating heart, am I even a fucking canine or whatever?
Mia's gonna glance at the room where the oldest of the coterie, the pack, is still reconstituting, as if she wishes he could impart wisdom. But instead she sighs, shakes her head.
Can our curse even be undone? Or have you just gained something new on top of what we already have?
I don't know.
You could always
Stones. Go on.
You could always try seeing if your powers work. That's one way to test it, I guess. Something small. Because if you can still use your powers, it'd be safe to assume that you're still K-Knight, if something more. Well, obviously something more.
Stone's still in the room, right?
I believe he's still reconstituting. After 2
So he can't
days.
even talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Last time he could only make animal sounds.
Yeah. So I believe he's still... Yeah.
So is he just like kind of like a amorphous blob?
No, he's more... I think he's more put together than that, but like slow blinks. It's almost like waking up from torpor, I think that's how I described it.
Does he have like a mouth? Does he have anything like that?
He has a mouth, but like no like lips. So it's like viscera and bone. He's got his limbs, but large sections of them are, they don't even have like tendons and viscera. It's just bone.
I think you said he had a snake tongue too.
Yeah. He's always had that. And then all of his sharp teeth. He looks really gnarly, I think. If I remember correctly how I described it, he's hella gnarly looking. And I also don't know if like Aurora gave him any blood or anything like that.
I think Stone stopped her from giving him any healing or blood, if I remember correctly.
Was she gonna injure herself?
Still would have tried.
In doing
Yeah,
so?
yeah. Because she would have bit her tongue and given him a kiss and absolutely given him blood. 1,000% would have given him blood.
Okay.
Like, if we need to retcon it so we can make it happen, let it be so. Because I know that's something she would do. She would have been by his side until this very moment, like just checking in on him and just like stroking whatever's left of his hair, just making sure that he's okay.
Okay. Then so Aurora, your hunger increases by 1. After feeding him,
Yee.
he looks a lot better than he did. Yeah. And I would like you to roll an intelligence and insight, Damien, when you glance at him. Because I imagine, like, the room that you're in is not the room that he's in, but, like, the door is open so you can see through the partition.
Intelligence and insight.
Yeah, because I think he did try to stop me, and then we had our conversation. But if I can retcon it, so be like, she did it anyway.
Yeah,
she
yeah,
would.
yeah. I mean, his fangs are just there, so you can just even prick yourself. But biting your own tongue or lip and then, bleeding on it, yeah. And it's almost instantaneous, like the reconstitution of his body after you do that.
If you need me to give him 2, I can give him 2.
I mean,
I will absolutely do it. Aurora's a very selfless person, and one of the people she cares about the most right now is like in fucking pieces, is a piece of flesh with some bones in it. So
risky.
yeah.
So risky. Anyways,
Yeah,
Damien.
she'll do it.
Okay, before you do, Damien, what'd you get?
I got 1 success.
Okay. You know that Aurora gave him blood and he seems to be doing better, but otherwise, you don't quite piece any of it together. Gabreil, roll an intelligence and insight if you are also looking at Stone.
Sure. That is 4 shots.
Okay. So, with 4, you know if all of you, Kindred, if Damien is even still a Kindred, offered Stone some of your blood, he would probably be right as rain.
I think if we wanted to talk to Stone, we all took a little bit of his blood during the ritual that night. We all give a little bit back. He'll help him put himself back together. Then maybe we can get some help from him, insight, some of his elderly wisdom.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
He saved you,
We
didn't
probably
he,
need to grab Robbie too.
Gabreil?
He did save me.
Hmm.
I would have died to those nuns if not for him.
I mean, no disrespect. This is general curiosity and ignorance. Is he capable of caring? I watched how much Aurora cares for him. I just don't think it's fair if it's not reciprocated, despite their situation.
I don't know if it's caring in the same kind of way that you care for Damien or I care for Thanatos, but he has some sort of emotion or attachment,
Attachment.
and I don't know how to describe it from what I can understand.
I see.
It's almost, but he's not human.
She's gonna turn and look at you, Damien, for confirmation.
I don't really think it's like caring per se. I would say it's more of, I think Gabreil got it right. It's an attachment, a fixation, a need, a want, something he doesn't want to let go of. Where that's something he doesn't want to let go of. Maybe in a twisted sense, like almost like ownership, or maybe
An obsession.
yeah.
I see.
So I don't think there really is a way he can rationally, like a human being, can reciprocate it. I think whatever he is, or however old he is, he's incapable of that kind of gesture. It's possibly too far gone at this point.
But it's his version.
I will say, the personality when we first met him was so much more human than everything else we've seen from him.
I remember
Maybe that one could have had the ability to care for Aurora.
But now they're all one?
I don't fully know. I think it's hard to quantify.
That makes sense.
Does he care for Aurora? Or is it something else?
I want to believe he does.
What if...
I think wanting to believe is an inherent weakness of us, or us
Being
being so
human.
human.
I got it.
I think we should just chalk it up to it's an entity we don't really understand.
But he has an attachment. And he's turned so that his gaze is collided with Mia's. And she just says, "You have an attachment to Aurora." And Stone's head like swivels, kind of, almost serpent-like. Do I need to give him my blood, or does that...
No.
That's not how this works.
I think it's each of us with Kindred that were a part of the ritual.
Got it.
Damien's gonna pull out his phone and just type in like his texting app, or like some sort of document app he has, and make the font larger.
Okay.
And he's just gonna put in big bold lettering, and it just says, as he shows them the phone, it says, maybe he just sees us toys. Toys to play with.
Ooh. There's a little bit of fear. Her scent changes. And it's a lot more pronounced for you, Damien. Like, whew. The fear. It's got a bit of a pungent sweat scent. The adrenaline, and she, oh, I see. I'll remember that. How does Gabreil respond?
I think Gabriel just reluctantly nods in agreement.
Mia will pull out her own phone and type, "There's already a viper in the hen house. Do we really want to uncripple that viper? Even though he can give us information."
He's gonna delete the text on his phone. Even though he's, and type in again, even though he's helped us. I think erring on the side of caution was most wise.
Gabriel will pull out his phone, text right down in text format. I think we should leave him crippled. And then delete it after showing.
Mia types, "So he's in the same boat as Agatha."
I agree. And then he's gonna real quick type on his phone and then show it to Mia and Damien. Can we trust Aurora? She's very close to him. Maybe too close.
Damien will just delete everything else he had and just put, "Choose your words wisely." Around that one.
Gabriel will write down, "She's a wolf in sheep's clothing."
He'll just nod.
Mia's
Gabriel will delete all the messages.
Yeah, Mia's expression turns really stern. She also deletes hers. She's really considering this, really thinking. And she types, "So because he's older, he doesn't love her." And Gabreil, you get the feeling at this point, Mia's not talking about Stone. She's afraid of Damien's future.
I'm gonna type on my phone. He's been away from humanity for too long. Maybe if he had somebody who stood by his side, he would have been able to keep his ability to love. And I'll only show that to Mia.
She's gonna outright say, "But it's a pendulum. Humanity. It's always swinging. You lose, you gain." So what is it about being old that means you can't gain? Do the rules change?
I think maybe he's been so far away from that world of human emotions that there is just a sentiment, or it's a feeling, and the beast is recreating that the only way it knows how. Because what is love without humanity?
There has to be a level where there's no humanity. There has to be an explanation. Is he there then?
Love without humanity, I don't know. I don't think he's fully there, but it's close. Love without humanity is just obsession, right?
Now we're
Obsession, ownership.
now we're asking philosophical questions. He's attached. He's attached.
He is attached. I think that is the safest word we can use for
I
it.
guess the question is, and she looks right at Stone. Do you listen to her when she speaks? Because we know you both aren't equals. We're not stupid. And neither are you. And he makes this sound that maybe is a laugh or just him choking on his reforming throat.
I will say, he's gone out of his way to show us that he's listened to each and every one of us, and with all of our time with him. We're all below him, but after that ritual, he put himself below us as a weapon.
That's what I don't get.
He let us pick Aurora and Damien to be our leader.
It doesn't make sense. What does he gain out of that? Just entertainment?
The illusion
Maybe
of choice.
he's working for somebody else.
Mia
Working
nods
for a higher power.
with the both of you saying that. And it kind of reaffirms something in her about Kindred coming from her background. I see.
I don't know if I told either of you this. I think it was the night after the ritual. I had this dream. Where I went and I saw Stone in the dream. I don't know if you had anything like that after the ritual.
No, not a single one. Not that I can recall.
Mia's just staring at Stone. Like he's some kind of tablet she could translate. Some kind of puzzle she could unravel.
I think the longer you look at that, Mia, the more it's going to drive you insane.
She reaches over and takes Damien's hand. Squeezes it once, then lets it go. And she turns away from Stone. And she's talking, so her back's turned to Stone, and she says a couple things. First is, I don't know if I trust Aurora, but I want to know her side.
That's fair enough.
And then her gaze cuts to Gabreil. So what you felt for Maury was just an attachment? Because you're incapable.
I loved Maury.
When you were human, but you're not anymore. And the pendulum swung, and it changed. When you were strange, and she's referring to when you had low humanity, when you looked like a monster.
I remember. I felt the pendulum swing. I didn't know how to describe it, but I knew something was wrong.
So how did you come back? And how do we know it didn't stay there?
I think I still have stains that I'm carrying. Especially since I killed somebody.
She winces.
Killed an innocent. I couldn't control myself. It was the beast over.
That sounds like an excuse.
You're right. I should say it's my fault. It is my fault. But I do want to say this. Not once has my feeling of love for both Maury and Alice has it felt like it's changed, even when the pendulum was at the breaking point.
So how do you know it's different with Stone?
I don't.
So his perception could be just like yours.
It could be.
He could genuinely believe that he loves Aurora.
Oh, I certainly believe that he does believe that he loves Aurora.
But it's smoke and illusion. But there's gotta be something. There's a trigger. And it makes the pendulum swing back. What was it for you? What made the pendulum swing back?
Wanting to do the right thing.
Doing the right thing.
Keep my word.
Being honest.
Protect what I care about.
She bites her thumbnail. Damien, you know what she's doing. She is trying to put together a war plan to save you. To save Robbie. Trying to figure out what makes these creatures tick. To bring them to humanity.
Yeah, he sees the gears turning. He just kind of smiles. Like it's not like a menacing smile. It's just like that's my girl kind of smile.
She's gonna look at Stone, like she spins on her boots, looks at him, still biting her thumbnail, and points. The pendulum could still swing for you, even though you're old as fuck. She shakes her head. Insanity. On an exhale, should I talk to Aurora now or later?
Whenever you want, I won't stop you.
Do you think you could
I
talk
would
to
let-
Robbie?
Yeah, I could talk to Robbie.
He really looks up to you.
I don't think he looks up to me as much as he used to. I think that image becomes tarnished by the night.
I don't think so. I think if he was apathetic, yeah, maybe. But because he's angry, shakes her head, you're his idol. Thanks for answering my questions. She nods at Gabreil. And she's gonna take a couple steps to the doorway. I, for one, would like to have all of us on the same page before we make any phone calls.
Once again, fair enough.
But I trust you. So it's her stating her wishes, and yet, regardless, trusting you wholeheartedly. All right, with that, Mia's gonna exit into the other room. Damien, Gabreil, we're gonna meanwhile with you. We're gonna meanwhile over to Aurora. All right, Aurora. You've led Robbie. You've led him into an opposite, perhaps adjacent room, and he's just vibrating with pent-up energy.
She's going to kind of do a little gesture to Fenrir to come on over, and she's gonna hug Fenrir and Robbie both, just really tightly,
Snuggle
and
puddle.
then start like, yeah, snuggle puddle, because that's what animals do. And she's gonna just stroke his hair, and she's like, just trying to like comfort, you know.
Roll a charisma and leadership for me.
Okay.
And then you get an extra dice for this because you have a specialty in pack leadership. And so even though like maybe magically your bond is a little different, it's still
We got friendship bonds.
correct. Like you're still in alliance.
4.
He starts trembling, so the pent up energy changes.
And Aurora, the eye that's like gold begins to just cry again, just those real tears. And she just puts her, like, tries to bring him closer and just tries to, like, just nuzzle, like, the top of his head, because what they went through was really scary. And a part of her is still scared.
I just want everything to make sense. I just want it to fucking make sense. And nothing makes sense. Like, nothing makes fucking sense anymore. And he clings to you.
It's okay. I'm scared too.
I don't feel scared. I feel angry.
Helpless?
I'm so fucking mad. I'm so fucking mad.
Everything, it's not fair.
No,
It's not.
no, it's like the dildo of consequences arrived unfucking lubed. And instead of fucking us appropriately, it beat our asses. Yeah, that's what it feels like. And I'm spiraling. And I don't know where I'm going. And I don't know if anybody's coming with me. Oh well.
Don't talk like that, Robbie.
Guess I'm up fucking Ducks Creek without a goddamn paddle.
You know that I'll be here for you if you need me.
And what if you can't? What if you can't? What if you gotta choose? Because that's what this whole fucking experience has been. Choices that suck.
Or, like, just grabs him, holds him tighter. She's like, yeah, I know. It just feels like the past 2 weeks have been nothing but, the past month has been nothing but a free fall.
I'm tired of falling. I just want to land. I just want normal. I just want normal. I just want to go back to school. I just want to hang out. I want to not care. I want to complain about what I eat and that I don't have enough snacks. I want to be mad that Mia ate all the Oreos. Like, I just want a normal, you know, like, I want my dad to text me and tell me I need to go to bed. And my mom, I just want normal back. But I can't. And I'm so fucking angry.
I want my books. I want to be with Fenrir on a rainy day and just read in my really nice loft apartment that I slaved over and spent way too much money on. I want to read books. And I want to taste what hot chocolate tastes like again.
You're one of those girls that wears fuzzy socks, huh?
Well,
With your fuzzy little
I had-
blanket in your lazy boy
there's
chair.
nothing wrong with that. I mean, I didn't have a chair. I just had the pillow fort or the pillow corner. It's just a lot of pillows, a lot of areas.
Oh.
Just a big snuggle. It's the cozy corner. It was the cozy window, and and sometimes I would look down and I would see people living lives, and students sometimes walking home, and I used to think that I was boring and that maybe I wanted something exciting, and now I don't want that anymore. I don't want my life to be exciting anymore.
Yeah, same. I'm done. I'm so done with all
I
the
don't want to do.
fucking exciting. You know what I want? Most exciting thing? I want my mom and dad to stress out about Mia's wedding. That would be cool. That would be cool.
Yeah. You think Mia would wear a dress or she'd wear pants?
I don't know.
I
Probably.
think she'd look really good in both.
Probably would wear a dress to make my mom happy. But I'd probably have a lot of room for running, so probably be one of those stupid short dresses that's... I mean, whatever, I don't really care, I just...
Your mom and dad, I'm sure they're really proud. I'm sure they're trying.
No, they're probably not proud. We're exactly everything they tried to protect people from. And I
That's
kind of
because
understand
choice-
it, Aurora, because I feel fucking crazy. I feel like I could kill somebody. I don't want to kill anybody, but I feel like I could. And that's... I guess I am a little scared of that. Because I don't want to do that.
And that's what makes you who you are. It still makes you a person, Robbie.
Does it? It doesn't feel good.
Valuing life still makes you you. Liking teeth a lot makes you you.
Wow, this fucking
Wanting
sucks.
snacks, trying to do the good things still makes you you. It's just really hard right now because everything that you've known has been taken from you. Trying to... Whatever you guys were doing in those caves took everything. And now you're just trying to figure out what this new life is. It's okay to stumble. It's okay to feel like you woke up in a river and you've been swimming up the river the entire time, Robbie. It's okay.
I don't want to hurt anybody.
I can't promise you'll never hurt someone because I thought I would never hurt anybody either. I didn't want to hurt anybody. And then I did. And then I hurt 2 people. And now I have a ghost walking around to remind me of that. But that doesn't mean we should stop trying. I know that sounds stupid with everything, but now I'm gonna try something else. I'm gonna try to just... I'm gonna try to just be normal for a little bit. Maybe Mori was right. Maybe running away was the best thing we could have done.
Everywhere you run, there you'll go. Maury's still dealing with the same shit we are.
At least she's safe. At least I know that she's safe, and that's the one blessing. That's the one thing. If there was a god, I would thank him every day that Mori had more sense than I did to protect herself and to protect the things that she loved. 'Cause that's why I...
He pushes your shoulder. You're right here, dummy.
And so are you. You're right here, dummy. And Mori would be so mad at us and probably make us run laps. I don't know, run laps. Or maybe we would just... I would force you guys to watch Scooby-Doo because she'd never seen it before.
She knows.
But we're gonna make it out, okay? We gotta make it out. We gotta...
She gave me a choice. She knew I couldn't leave Damien or my sister. I just can't. I just pray to God that she stays safe. That's all.
What is it with you and Mia trying to always outsmart and figure stuff out and I don't know, do stuff?
Hunters. How we were trained, how we were brought up.
It's not fair.
No, it just sucks.
It's not fair when the world is so broken. And she thinks about the truth under the lie that she saw, and she begins to tremble at the thought of how broken and diseased the world truly is.
Can I ask you a really serious question?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I've sort of realized how fucked pretty much everything is. I mean, like how...
Yeah.
Like, just how totally rotten the world is. Do we deserve to live if we're capable of making mistakes like murder? Like, is that okay? Like, am I allowed to want to live? Even, like, let's say I mess up, right? Let's say I fuck up and I kill somebody. Or is that not something you could tell me? Because I don't know how to feel about it. Because that fucking woman,
Is your intent to kill?
Aurora,
Is that
I don't know.
do you intend?
I don't know what the
Then
feeling.
I don't see the reason why you can't live then. Because more than anything, it's the intention.
But what if I mess up? Like, what if I fuck up? Like, I don't want to hurt anybody, but what if it happens? Right? Then I'm a monster. I'm a monster that my family hunted. It's exactly what I am.
Robbie,
Or do I deserve to live? You know?
maybe we just gotta find a new purpose. Maybe we gotta find a way to right the wrongs that we do.
How? Like, what does that even look like? Like, I'm trying to think, and I don't know, like, help rebuild, like, a dog shelter, or, like, pick a person and just, like, make their life better, but, like, it doesn't fix that you fucked somebody else. Like,
But it also means that you help someone else.
and that means we get to live? Like, and that's okay?
I don't know,
Like,
but dying doesn't help anybody. It just hurts more people too
yeah, but
at the same time.
if we're monsters now, like, I mean, I don't really always feel like a monster. Like, I want people, things, but like, look at Stone. He was nothing, Aurora, and he's fucking putting himself back together. Like, I could do that. That's not normal.
Can you? He's... And she grabs his hand and she says,
I'm trying.
Robbie, what Stone is
So my fucking eyes work again. I mean, I assume. I don't...
very different than what anybody in this group can understand.
How?
Stone is...
How is it different?
He's... a force of nature. I don't even know how to explain it. A force of nature molded by time, events,
So is
tragedy.
that our future?
But there's also good.
Is that us? Is that what I'm gonna become? Is that inevitable, Aurora? Is it an inevitability that I'm gonna be like that?
Then there's inevitable that you're gonna meet someone like me that doesn't want it to be that way.
And how do you stop him? If he is a force of nature, how do you stop him? It doesn't make sense. And I just want to know, does the good you do change the bad? If you're good, does that mean all the bad that you...
Robbie. I don't know, but if I die, I'll never figure that out. We'll never figure that out if we die. If we die, we get no chance and no answers to our questions. How can we know unless we live and we try? I don't know, Robbie. I wish I had all the answers. If I did, maybe this obsession with just needing to know would go away. Maybe I could kill myself and die in peace. Maybe I could see my last sunrise and be happy and know that I have done what I needed to do and the work is finished. But it is not, and it'll never be. But what I can do is live and try to find a way to make good for all the wrongs that I do. But if I don't live, how will I know? How will we know, Robbie? I can't answer those questions. I just can't. Those are things that even I haven't figured out. I'm just like you. I'm walking in this darkness trying to find my light. I'm walking in the storm.
He's crying.
And trying to find a place.
In earnest now. The emotion's just pouring from him.
And she doesn't stop him. And she says, I feel like what you're doing now shows more than ever that you deserve a chance to live, Robbie. You care. You still care. We still care. If that's not humanity, if that's not being human, then I don't know what is.
When he at last stops the tears and he relaxes in the chair that he's sitting in, which at some point in the conversation the two of you have probably moved to, he slides down so that the back of his head is leaning on the headrest of the chair, looking up at the ceiling. Thanks for talking to me.
Robbie, you matter to me. You're important to me. You're important to Maury. I don't know what we are, but none of us got a choice about what we became. But we still have a choice about who we become.
I want to believe that. I want to believe that's true. That we get to pick. That we get to be somebody that we're trying to be.
She just gives him a little kiss on the forehead, like, with your parent or child, or brother or sister. And she's like, then we'll figure it out, okay?
I just want to bring everybody with me. I don't want to lose anybody else. I want to
Then let's
fucking get rid of this thing that my family's been hunting forever, and I just want us to live. I don't want us to die. I want us all to live. I know what my sister's thinking when she looks at me. And I just want her to see me, and not a monster.
I want to be me.
The irony is that humans are just as monstrous as we are. There's famine, there's war, there's corruption.
No, it's not the same.
People can still be monsters. They all
Yes,
come in different shapes
I
and
agree.
sizes.
I agree, but there is no way what I am, any of my friends at school are like at all. My teachers, none of them are like that.
Then maybe we should just find people who are like us.
And what, stalk them?
I don't know. Ask the right questions. Find a place where we can belong. Or make our own.
Like find people to protect?
Yeah. I mean, that's the idea I've always had. Or not necessarily always had, but it's what I've been thinking about recently. What if I create an environment where I can help? I can be a rest stop.
Like Maury? Watching out
Yeah.
over the city?
Yeah. Like that. You know, when I first saw Maury, I just thought she was cool. And then I realized she was broken. And then I saw how beautiful that is. To understand life in such a different way, that's still beautiful. And
Nice.
she still grows and she tries, and you know, even though we're not here right now, she's still trying to protect the things that she loves. And I think about that, and I want to be like that too. I might not be an assassin, but there's got to be ways that I can help. Maybe my journey is I have time to think about it. I have time to think about how I can help people. And maybe this idea I have, we can build it ourselves. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be small. I mean, it does, even if it's just one person at a time.
They can't know what you are. It's not
They
good
don't
for
have
them
to be.
know. So
I mean, that's what all these vigilantes, you know, in Super DC, you know, and Batman, they never know who he is.
right. No, I
They
get
don't know that Superman is just a guy who works at a newspaper.
He rubs his face, and he sits up straight again. And he looks at you with eyes that are more clear.
Thanks, Aurora. I think I have a better understanding of it all. I also think I'm gonna go give... I think I'm just gonna text Maury. Even if she doesn't get it.
Okay. No, I'm sure she'd be really happy to hear from you.
I'm pretty sure she got rid of her cell phone. The number I have, at least.
It's the thought that counts. It always has been, and it always will be.
The thing about it, he doesn't have his phone on him. And he sits there for several moments just thinking. And then suddenly he stands and he motions for you to stand, beckoning his fingers towards you. Do you stand up?
Yeah, Aurora stands up and
He
kind of like...
embraces you.
Oh yeah, Aurora gives him a big ol' hug too. And she's like, Fenrir's like right there. She's like, come on, Fenrir, group hug.
He barks.
Yeah.
And he doesn't keep like butting into you, but he's just a very steady presence beside you. Head leaning on your thigh, gentle pressure. And this is where we're going to take our first BRB. And we meanwhile back to Damien and Gabreil. What do the two of you want to do? Mia has since left. It's the two of you standing beyond the partition, still constituting, though constituting more because she gave him 2 dots of blood. Stone.
I'm tired of being inside. I want to go out.
Would you like me to come
Wait.
with you?
Hey, you little rat bastard. Zero? Tell me Zero didn't die.
You don't get an answer.
He's gonna go back to where he woke from. And he's gonna, like, kind of just...
Are you gonna search? I was gonna say roll an intelligence and investigation.
Sure. It's pretty decent. I got a pretty good roll for once. 5. Is it?
You find the fuzzy noodle limp and passed out. And when you slightly jostle where he's sleeping, he opens his eyes and grumpily grabs the blanket from your hands and pulls it over him.
No. He just, like, fully pulls the blanket.
What do you mean? Huh? And he throws himself forward. What do you mean? You gonna tell me no?
Yeah. No.
No.
Time to get up.
You fucking can't tell me no. I have spent a long time stressed, crying, throwing up, pissing myself, and maybe shitting a little bit. Okay? Because somebody took a 2-week nap. It's in my right to freak you out now and to take a nap. Thank you very much. And he throws himself onto the pillow and looks dead.
He's just gonna grab him.
He's still limp in your hand, just like totally hanging. As if made of jello.
I guess it would be a shame if I just ate all the Oreos that are in the...
Whoa!
cabinet,
Okay, hold
right?
on. Let's not fucking be hasty now, okay? Whoa! That is... Don't be Mia, okay? First of all, Oreos are for sharing. It's a family pack for a reason, okay? Second of all, I'm glad you're awake, but also, fuck you. Do you even have any idea how many times all of you stopped breathing? The worst case of sleep apnea I've ever fucking seen in my life.
I mean, we don't breathe to begin with.
He squints. I didn't think about it that way, I guess.
Come on, man. Like,
Okay, fair. All
What do
right, fine. I'll give
have you
one in your court.
been outside at all?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much the same, but there's like
Have you been out the
whole-
secret passage?
Yeah, I mean, there's a little cubby, like little sort of like the rat passage that we like to call it, I guess. It's a little. It looks a little different. Like it's got a little bit of a facelift, or maybe a face down. Do those happen? Do people ever get face downs? I don't know. But instead of a lift, it's a little. It's
A little
different.
what?
It's a little different.
What are there rocks in the way? Are there like is it blocked?
A tiny bit. Yeah. I mean, it's not. I wouldn't call them rocks. I would call them like boulders. Really. The other thing is there's a porta-john that I don't know got blown in, and there's dried shit everywhere. But it could be worse.
But there's no one out there, right?
I mean, not that I saw yesterday when I went out and checked around, but I haven't looked today.
Could you do that?
What if it's daytime?
So what does it matter if it's daytime?
Well, what if
It doesn't matter for you.
Well, what if I don't want to
It
get
is
sunburned?
It could be daytime.
Oh, fine.
Like they wouldn't be awake if
Give
it's
me an
daytime.
Oreo. Pay the toll, and I want kisses and head scritches right now.
I'll give you 2 Oreos. How about that? If you do a real good job.
I need snuggles as well. A man
Fine.
gets lonely when his best friend doesn't cuddle him, okay? It's not gay. Because we're homies. It's homosexual, alright? Okay. And he turns his cheek to the side.
He's gonna give him like scritches and little kisses and
I'll
like,
take those
"All
2
right."
Oreos now.
he goes to the pantry, grabs them, and like just pops out 2 and
Yeah, he eats them
hands it to him.
slowly and deliberately before he even does the job. And then he hops down onto your computers and like sets something up, straps a little GoPro around him, his waist and his arms, puts it in his mouth, and is like, "All right, ready to go, Captain." Spits it out, ready to go. Come on. This way you can look at the live feed and see all the shit, though I don't know why you're so excited about it. Somebody's phone is ringing. You hear that?
It's mine again. It's just Agatha.
Man, she's got a hot on for you. You better be careful. She's crazy. I mean, she's hot, though. For your species. A little not hairy enough for me. Not noodly, not long enough, but whatever. Are you gonna have 2 girlfriends now?
What? No.
Oh, I mean, I'm not gonna judge you if you're polyamorous. I
Just-
didn't peg you
just
as a
go-
guy who likes being pegged by a muscle mommy. Oh my god, Gabriel, look at you. Handsome. I like you better this way. And it's just like beep, 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 beep.
He's
Is he
happy to
talking to
see
me?
you.
Yeah, tell him I like this. I like this top knot with the blonde way better. When he was the other guy, freak show. I'm telling you, creepy as fuck. Not that you didn't do a good job, Damien. Your art is beautiful. I would never begrudge you.
He's really happy to have you back. Like really, really happy.
Right, and
Oh, I didn't know he cared so much about me.
Oh, he
well,
loves you,
I'm gonna give him
man.
some head scratches.
Like he would
is he also gonna pay
he would
the
watch
toll?
Godzilla with you.
Oh, he's
No,
giving me
no.
good rubs. He can also kiss
He's-
the other side of my face. Pretend I'm the Pope. Come on.
I'm not gonna make him prostrate himself like that.
Rude! I deserve it. I
You
watched
have
after
been
you.
given-
I brought you into this world.
You have been given everything. What more do you want?
I don't really know. I guess I just want my TV shows back, really. My cage, everything from the house, but I think our neighborhood might be donezo.
Probably.
Well, there was like a couple earthquakes. I think 3 while you were down. Some of them were so small that nobody could feel it, but they definitely did some pipe damage. I don't know how the sewer is. Maybe that's why the porta-john... Wait, the porta-johns aren't connected to the sewage, are they? I thought they had their own built-in sewage. I don't know. I swam in one once, but I don't remember clearly. Do you remember that? I remember that fondly.
I remember the aftermath.
What were we? Were we at a fair with Mia, and then you went to use the bathroom and I fell in? I don't know. That was funny, though. Not you almost, shitting on me, but either way. I found some money. And you're, like, carrying him as he's just reminiscing. You know what? I have a good feeling about everything. Damien is going to look up. I have a feeling that everybody's going to get together and we're going to be a family again. As he gets down, he like straps the GoPro. And that it's going to work out. Even if we die trying to be heroes, at least we go out as a family. And then he puts it in his mouth, says some other shit, and scurries through the hole.
Friggin' rascal.
I thought you were going to
And
say freaking rat.
And he's gonna motion for Gabriel to follow him so they can go look at the monitor where the GoPro's
Okay.
connected to.
As you're like looking
Yep,
at the
the
GoPro,
GoPro
it
is-
like gets... He stops and has a conversation with everybody that's in the hole. So like there's a rat that he's talking to. Beep, 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 and the rat's beeping back. Damien, what you hear is like, oh yeah, how's your family? Oh, your wife just had more babies. I thought she had babies last week. Oh, again. More. Again. I get it. No, that's cool. How? 15? Oh my god, congratulations. No, no. Not single as a Pringle. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you know my son, Damien? Yeah, he's an adult. He's got a wife. What kind of almost? Well, I don't know. I mean, maybe they're not serious. I think they're serious. He might be polyamorous. Kids, they're doing that stuff nowadays. Pretty cool. And then it just goes on like two old guys just talking for like 10, 15 minutes. It's like, all right, I'll see you later. And he goes on again. And you're just watching on the fucking GoPro. And you can see the light. You can see the light. You see it. And then he stops. And he turns so that the camera's facing him. And as he's looking dead ass in the GoPro, he's like, I have all the power right now. So here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna pull the whole pack of Oreos down from the shelf I can't reach. And you're gonna put them on the floor. And he's
You
just,
bastard, these aren't the terms.
he's just mad dogging into the GoPro and slowly turns it to look at that crack of light and then slowly back to his little ferret face. Yeah? And every time he moves it, there's this horrid, like, squeaking sound. You see that? That's what you want, big dog. But there's a price. And that price is Mia's Oreos on the floor. So Papa Zero can get his fill. He is starving. Did you notice I don't have a belly pooch anymore? Tragedy. I'm gonna let this sink in for a minute. And he like sets the GoPro aside. And then he rushes outside for a moment. You see him leave the GoPro. And then you see him come back after just like less than a second. And he's like, oh, you're going to want to see this. Man, there is so much information out there that you're going to want to see, boyo. He taps the camera. And after another 15 minutes, maybe not even, maybe like 5-10 minutes, not, you know. He puts the GoPro on like a backpack and in his mouth, and he carries it outside. And he wasn't lying, but there's more than one porta-john that looks like it was flipped off something and just everywhere. And there isn't a lot of shit by the look of it. Probably because these flipped over maybe 2 weeks ago. Roll an intelligence and an investigation. You and Gabreil. Both of you need to succeed.
I'm gonna see if I can burn a willpower here to get a little one of those storyteller doodad majiggers.
I got 3 sucks
Okay.
on my end.
I got 4 with that reroll, so there we go.
Okay, you both succeed. So it looks like there was probably a semi that was transporting the honeypots when they flipped. The semi probably had an accident. From what you can see, Um, there is quite a bit of the tree line that's broken, and the only kind of vehicle big enough would be like a tank or a semi that could break that. But you'll have to go and investigate it yourself to be sure. There is crap, but clearly they've been out there for a couple weeks, so there's not that much. Probably doesn't smell it that bad, but you're probably going to smell it with your heightened senses now that I think about it. There are boulders. Again, the velocity of them, it literally looks like it was some kind of accident. You can surmise and assume, the both of you, probably creatures in the road, like that first car accident, or a earthquake that cut the road and the driver pulled off. But because the bunker is running off of the generators you had set up, it's so hard to know if the city actually has power or not. It is also just as the sun is setting. So the sun is behind the horizon, but the sky is still dimly glowing.
What is my reaction to the sun? Like, is it normal? Do I have like
It does not
inherent
feel,
aversion?
It does not feel like a kindred, which is odd.
Interesting.
It isn't like, yeah, let's go run in the sun, but it isn't outright uncomfortable fear. It's like being in the room with a very, very large dog that you don't know. Could be friendly, could be puppy, could be murder puppy. But watching it on the screen that Zero is in control of, it's a little hard to discern because he's showing you really dumb shit. Like, and this is the sticks that I moved. See, I put them in an X so people know not to walk here because, you know, they can't block this. So, and that's why I set up all these little rocks here so that people, they know not to, because this is the hole, right? This is our exit. I mean, that's your exit over there, which is a little, and there's a literal rock, like, over it. But I can get out, so anything we need, I'm fine going shopping. You know, not a big deal. I mean, you guys could even do that little owl thing. Maybe you guys could be ferrets. And he turns the camera around. That would be pretty cool. If you guys could be ferrets, I would like that. I like ferrets. Just not the neighbor's ferrets. I guess those were hamsters, though. But yeah, the mini ferrets, I don't like those. They're assholes. Anyway, so in this tree... Yeah, and he just explains about how a crow sometimes lives there, and sometimes they trade in cigarettes and Oreos. So now you understand why I need them, right? Like, he brings stuff, I bring stuff, and we trade. Right? A man's gotta have his snacks, okay? Like, this guy, he brought me some popcorn from the local theater. Apparently it's closed now, though, but their dumpster still has a lot of bags of it, so that's where, I guess that's where he's getting it. Anyways, his name is Corbin. I like him. He's pretty cool. He's chill. He's an older guy, kind of like me. And it's just another 10 minutes of him just explaining all the things. I need the both of you to roll wits and awareness.
That is 6 socks.
Okay.
Only 3.
Okay. With a 3, you miss it. With a 6, one moment when Zero's back is to the majority of the tree line and he turns the GoPro, you see the face of a big cat. Probably a bobcat or a mountain lion. Shift. And he's
You
just...
might want to tell him that there's a
Yeah,
bobcat.
Damien doesn't even see it.
Yeah, I know, Jimmy. You might want to tell him there's a bobcat.
If there's a microphone on the GoPro, hey,
There isn't.
look.
It's a GoPro.
There's
I
a rock
couldn't tell him.
blocking the way to help him.
With a 6, you watch
Um.
the cat squat down. Like it's going to pounce.
We need to go help your boy.
Damien's gonna run to like the entrance and begin to like just bash on it, like trying to force it open.
Gabriel's gonna run and help.
Okay, I need Aurora to roll a wits and awareness, and I need the both of you to roll strength and athletics.
Can I blood surge?
Yes.
I get a little more hungry for the blood surge.
Oh no. You interesting. Okay, well. There we go. Okay, I roll wits and awareness, right?
I would like to use my prowess for this, if possible.
Yep. You can add two dice bonus.
Okay. All right, I got my numbers. That is a 5 for me.
Let's see.
I rolled big to help out your boy. Let me just tell you.
It's good, because I could bungle this, sir. Could bungle it real bad.
I double crit if that tells you anything.
That is the big league. Follow me. Oh, you get a little hungry, you get a little upset. Puts me at 4 hunger.
Oh God.
Oh no.
Okay, I need you to roll a frenzy check.
Sure. Will do. Wouldn't have it any other way, bud. I got 6 on the roll. Then I will to smash and clash. And where is it here? There it is. Show me potato salad.
Oh boy.
Oh my God. Phil, what did you roll?
I succeeded.
All right. So here's how it goes down. Aurora, you hear the snarl. But Gabreil, you witness as both of you come up to the hatch. And is it one of the hatches that spins open and close, kind of almost like a submarine?
Yeah.
This is kind of what I assumed, like full bunker, right? Like heavy cement. Okay. So as as Damien gets to it and the both of you are spinning, he begins to snarl. And his face kind of elongates. Only so slightly. But his fangs, his canines, are more enunciated. And there's a smaller set of fangs just behind the original set. And the sound that he makes is animalistic. It reminds you of when Thanatos growls, hackles raised. The both of you, what'd you get on those athletics again?
I got an 11 spot.
Okay, and
I got 6.
okay. So both of you succeeded. Gabreil super succeeded. So essentially, Damien, you're pushing on it first, trying to get that huge boulder off of it because it's a push up. When Gabreil puts his hands basically over almost either side of yours. And the two of you shove just as Aurora is coming down the hole. The noise of the rock, ka-tang, tang, tang, causes the cat to hiss and run. And the two of you pop out. Well, Damien, you pop out and attempt to grab Zero or yell. And Zero is just like, oh, I didn't think you guys could come out here because the sun's still up. Completely unaware.
You caused me nothing but anxiety.
The both of you do take 1 superficial point of damage, even though the sun is almost gone. What do you mean? Do I get those Oreos? And he just waddles back up. Did you like my pretty good, right? I did a pretty good job explaining. I'm a really good Tour guide. Yeah.
You realize you were almost an Oreo for a bobcat, right?
Nah. I'm friends with nature. He crawls into your hands. You alright, Gabriel? You look a little sunburned. Beep, 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 beep.
I feel a little sunburned. Oh, I can't understand them.
You're still really bonita, though, so you don't gotta worry. Beep, 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 beep. And then you understand bonita. And so does
Bonita.
and so does Aurora. As he's like, oh hey, Aurora, also looking very bonita.
And I'm like, but the sun. She is so confused. What is happening?
Well, I was given, you see, a tour guide. Beep, 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 beep. And he launches into explaining all of his friends. Beep, 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 beep.
I just look at him as if he has like 5 heads. And I'm just gonna go back down and I'm gonna grab a juice spot. Do we have blood or no?
I don't know that if you guys
No.
do. Do you?
If there's a refrigerator down there still, there was one upstairs and down. There was one up
I
and
think
there was
we-
one down.
Yeah,
I
upstairs.
think we burnt through everything we had.
Upstairs
time.
is just wrecked. Like, there was definitely an earthquake. And maybe the Second Inquisition.
You know. We should really figure out a source of food for us, at least. If we don't have anything, because I would really like something to drink.
Tell her she can drink you. Ha 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 ha. All right, now about those Oreos. Come on, boys.
I think Damien also looked like he could use a drink.
Yeah, a little bit.
Robbie's like behind Aurora. He was a little bit slower, and he's like, "Is everybody okay? Everybody's all right." Mia's also
Yeah,
there.
everyone's all right. Just Zero's almost bobcat delight.
Oh shit.
And Aurora looks at me and like, "Oh, are you okay?"
I'm fine, but Stone tried to get up and he fell on the floor into a mess.
Doesn't even just doesn't even finish that sentence. Stone fell and just is like, and she is like right by his side, trying to like doesn't just like on the floor, like, oh my god, how am I supposed to pick up goo like Jello?
Stone's or not Stone. Zero's just like gross. I don't know what she sees in the guy. So, anyways, those Oreos.
You get docked a couple of points for me having to save your ass.
There was no danger. I was fine.
There was a. You're gonna look back at that footage. You're gonna see the danger, pal.
So you're gonna take him to look at the footage.
Yeah.
Okay. So after you close everything up, twist it, you get a pretty good idea that
Pop it.
pull it. You get a good idea that the upstairs it's structurally mostly still standing, but because your hatch, I assume, goes like further out into the forest. But you'll want to go examine all of the damage, so to speak. Yeah. That being said,
Yeah.
as you gather Oreos, the coterie is more or less around you. Aurora, you get to Stone. He's actually like pulling himself back up onto the like platform that he was on. And when he sees you, his eyes are like kind of glittering, like with what you can assume is delight. You think he's pleased that you're unharmed, especially the way his eyes they roam over your physical form, as if assessing for any potential damage. When you get to his side, he takes your hand.
She gives him a little squeeze, and she says to him, "It's gonna be okay. I'm gonna go get some more blood, and then we'll put you back together. It's gonna be okay."
he attempts a throat smile, which is slightly creepy. Yeah.
And she kind of smirks and she's, it's okay, just take it easy. And she just, caresses like whatever is left of his face and hair. And she's like, it's gonna be okay. And just looking into his eyes like very deeply.
You can see that his jaw is reforming, like the lower one, and it actually is like kind of forming a cup for his tongue, so it's not just everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And he makes this like happy hissing sound at you, and then reaches up to touch your face. And the look,
She just
the look that he gives you is so soft, but in some ways it kind of feels mock human. Like a marionette playing at humanity. And then you hear really loud Zero say, "Oh shit! I was literally almost bagged by a huge cat! That's crazy! I would like those Oreos now." Yeah. It's very
especially
loud.
Oh my gosh. And she just says, and she just looks at him, and there's a little bit of a sad smile, and she goes, I know you're trying, and that's all I can ask. I'm just glad you're okay.
He nods.
And she gives him a tiny little kiss on the hand, because I'm pretty sure I don't know where else on the forehead. There we go.
Okay. Yeah, it's more flesh. Eyes are working. Looks like his ears, like he can hear very easily. Probably
And she
in the
looks
next couple of hours he'll be himself again. You're thinking, hoping.
And she stands up very, very determined, and she's like, I'm gonna go find animal something we need to feed.
He nods. Very slowly and meticulously.
And she looks at friend Rhea, and she goes, I need your help.
He just barks once.
I need you to help me hunt. I don't know what animals are left. And you need to eat too. And she gives him a nice little pat on the head. And Nina needs to eat. And Gabriel needs to eat. And Damien and Robbie, we need to provide.
He looks like he knows exactly what you're saying. And he's ready.
All right. Aurora's gonna go to the hatch. And she's not like looking directly at the light, but she's waiting for it to dim down enough so she can go out.
Are you going to tell your coterie what you're doing?
Yes. And she's like, I'm gonna go out and see if we can find some animals or something to feed on.
Alright, coterie, what do you say? This is just literally after Zero's just... He plays back the GoPro. And he's watching himself, and he's like, man, I'm so good at talking. Look at that. That guy's my friend. Eating an Oreo.
You need any help, Aurora?
Yeah, that'd be great. I'm not really good at this.
I feed on people, not animals. Hate to break it to you, but animals do nothing for me. It's like ash in my mouth.
Robbie kind of shuffles a little.
Me too. It feels like it's gotta be specific. I'm sorry, Aurora. Maybe that's what we should do. Maybe we should all go get something to eat and then reconvene.
I can't feed the way I used to, so I'm doing what I can with what I have. And she blushes a little bit. She's a very specific way of feeding that definitely is not gonna work at all. And actually, she would say this. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not gonna be able to be at full strength because I don't think I'll be able to feed the way I want to.
Well, how is that? Robbie, do you need it? Can I help?
I think that would be really awkward. But if we could at least
Zero, you're the only one that can hear him, Damien, but Zero's like, oh, she's one of those has to fucking bite. Yeah, that would be crazy for Robbie. Probably would be the first time he popped his cherry. You know what? He would probably die. Oh, I think Aurora's pretty attractive.
and or I was just like, but animals will do. It's fine.
She could
We'll
feed off
figure
me,
it out
Damien.
later.
I wouldn't mind those pretty little teeth. Actually, never mind. I'm just a noodle size. I don't know.
If I can get some stuff at least for Stone, that'll be enough. I can survive. You know what? I'm just gonna go. And
Damien,
so
Damien, if she's leaving, tell her to stop at the grocery store. We need milk for these Oreos. But tell her she has to come back. She can't abandon us. No, I got money from Corbin. I do. Look. And he only pulls out like $6.
That's
Aurora, I can still help you.
Yeah, no, that'd be good. We should get some
Tell Gabreil.
animals.
Tell him he's gonna come back.
At least for everybody else.
He's not the kind of dad that leaves. Tell him, take the money. Look at this is like $100.
it's
So much money.
he's gonna hand
Groceries.
Gabriel-
Thousands of shekels.
Groceries. Tell them, Damien. Groceries. On Daddy's
Yeah,
ear.
I'll do it myself. How about that?
Okay, thank you. He's so proud. And he's just staring at everybody with a little smile, his chubby cheeks lifted. You can see the Oreos in his little teeth.
Or not understanding any of this.
None.
She's like,
None of it.
is his teeth okay?
Yeah, why are they black?
He's fine. He's just he's eating Oreos. All right, it's like his
Ah.
favorite snack.
Ugh.
Oh, I didn't know
guess-
that was okay for ferrets to eat. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna go find some animals, and at least that'll help feed Mia and possibly Stone and Fenrir and Nina. As for the other thing, I'll deal with that later. I just gotta make sure everyone else is okay. And so she's gonna try to get out if you don't say anything.
Gabriel
Yeah,
will
have fun
follow.
with your and he kind of gives you this look of like knowing what Zero said with your feeding.
She has not fed the way she is for like almost half of this campaign. Except no, because she changed feeding styles, and sadly, the only thing that gave her humanity was a hedonist one. So here we are.
Okay.
Is that the
right.
plan? We're going to go feed, and then we're gonna meet back here in an hour.
As long as it takes, yeah.
Before you go, Damien, can I talk to you?
Yeah, we could talk.
He nods. We can go look and talk. That's okay.
Do you want Mia to stay here so we can talk? Mia, do you want to stay here so we can talk?
Robbie says yeah, and Mia nods. She says, it's fine. I'll watch Stone. But there's a double meaning to that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'll make sure everything's tight. Don't worry.
Don't forget to lock it up real good.
I will.
He's gonna give her like a kiss on the forehead and like run a hand through her hair.
She smooches your mouth, and Zero's like, oh my god, you're not even married yet.
Yeah. I don't. You and your conventions of relationships are strange.
You better tell her you're polyamorous.
I'm not. I'm not.
You're not?
You're presumptuous.
What does that mean? I don't even know what that means. Is that another word for handsome? Tell Aurora I said bye.
No.
She's leaving. Tell her I goodbye. Come back. Don't get lost.
Yeah, Aurora just hears. "Pee." Like,
You know,
she-
I'm
she's-
really
she's
glad
left.
Gabriel and her are getting along, especially after fighting over Maury. Man, wouldn't it be crazy if Gabriel took her out in the forest and killed her because he was jealous of how much Maury loved her? Ha! Crazy. Crazy. God, look at that cat. I can see it in the screen now. Wild.
Wow, nature's scary.
Yeah, It's something. Let's go.
Okay, so we're gonna meanwhile around, and everybody will get a chance. But before then, I'm gonna give. We're gonna start with Aurora and Gabreil for any roleplay that the two of you have. But before I have you any rolls, I'm gonna let you roleplay as you wander out into the woods and you like get a feel for everything. It's clear that there was some type of accident on one of the highways that twists through the woods. The upper shell is technically still standing, like the metal bars and some of the cement. But if the two of you take a look, it's pretty wrecked. Like, it looks like half the building collapsed at an adjacent, like a 45-degree angle. And, like, all of the stuff upstairs is just gone. And you assume, based on the damage, earthquake. And the earthquake that destroyed the building, it looks like it cut into the road. And there is an empty, big old semi that was delivering porta potties. Yeah. And it's all like twisted and flipped. Pretty bad. But it looks like that was the only car. That stuff's very obvious. So.
What if the Second Inquisition could find what was under here and already got rid of it?
I doubt they've already gotten rid of it.
Why do you say that?
The earthquakes have still happened, right?
Hmm.
And I know
So
the
what-
Second Inquisition are scary, but I don't know if they're the same level of scary as what's underneath the city, you know?
It's kind of like seeing the wrath of God from the Old Testament.
That's pretty accurate, I would say.
And so Aurora starts to try to with Fenrir and is like, okay, let's hunt. And she nods to Gabreil. And they start seeing if they can smell anything, like birds, animals, like that whatever bobcat, I guess. Whatever that was. Because Aurora
Yeah.
doesn't know.
Roll a survival and a...
I want to do a real quick check as well while we're while Aurora's looking for any sort of game to hunt.
Mm-hmm.
I want to look into the overturned truck to see if the driver made it out of there.
You'll roll an intelligence and a medicine, or intelligence and science. Forensics, kind of a vibe, so either one. All right, Aurora, so you're going to be doing intelligence and survival.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And then if you use, like, Eyes of the Beast, or... Because the sun is fully set now, because it was just a dim glow before, so it's fully set. You've come up out of the hatch. You've seen all of the... I wouldn't call it, like... I mean, yes, it is a catastrophe, but it isn't... There's not a body count with it, so it's just structural damage, right? Like thousands on thousands on thousands on thousands, maybe $1 million worth.
Okay. Yeah, she'll use... Let's see.
Because you could also use like some of your celerity, but this would be...
How about Auspex? Like heightened senses?
Yeah, I would say heightened senses or even like Eyes of the Beast. Heightened senses probably help you like scent track it down a little bit more than Eyes of the Beast, but Eyes of the Beast will enable you to see through the dark in the woods. So it's up to you.
Then
really.
I want to do Eyes of the Beast because I think heightened senses with all the porta potty, the smell is going to be too overwhelming.
It would be really annoying. Yes, when you come back, it would be. Yeah. Eyes of the Beast gives you essentially. Eyes of the Beast gives you a 2 dice pool improvement. Heightened senses gives you 1.
All right, I'll do Eyes of the Beast, so you see my eyes glowing red. Come on, baby! Oh, that's a very good roll. That is a 6.
Okay. You're gonna be easily be able to hunt that bobcat. You actually kind
Oh
of
yeah, she's
surprise yourself how easy you hunt it. You also
yeah,
track
she
several deer, surprisingly, and other small game, rabbit.
Ooh, actually bobcat and deer or the 2 deer.
'Kay.
Whichever one you think, because she would go for the bigger game.
Fair enough. And then Gabriel, what'd you get on your roll?
I got 4 sucks.
It looks like he got out but didn't get far. There is a blood trail on the other side of the highway.
I'm gonna call out to Aurora, just let her know I'm gonna check this out.
She just nods. She doesn't know what to make of you right now. You were dead and now you come back, and she just doesn't know how to talk to you, really. You left and now, and she still feels bad, but at the same time she's upset. It's just a lot.
I'm gonna follow the path.
And Aurora's definitely gonna kill one, but try to keep the other one like alive somehow for as long as she can.
Okay. So Aurora, you're gonna use your athletics and dexterity to catch one of these.
Okay. And she'll be like, she'll probably
And
ask Fenrir to
will
like
give you a
ki-
dice bonus. 'Cause he's hunting
it's
with you.
athletics and dexterity. Oh,
Mhm.
goody. Do I get 2+ dice because I'm using Eyes of the Beast, or is that negative?
Yeah.
Lord.
So for Fenrir and Eyes of the Beast, I'll 2 dice. Circumstance
Yay!
bonus.
Let's go. All right, so that's gonna be another 6.
Okay.
Wow.
Whatever you go after, you catch it. But it does kind of take a significant amount of time to down one and then stun the other and bring it back still alive.
Yeah, and she's gonna just spend like her time. That's her focus, to make sure that the people that can eat are taken care of.
Okay.
And what she'll do for the one that's stunned is she'll try to sake off like one bit of hunger to weaken it, like give it
Yeah.
a bit of anemia, and also sake her hunger. Okay.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Eat.
And then I just want investigation and wits from Gabriel.
Okey-dokey. That is not my best.
Excuse me, so sorry.
I missed the credit.
Hell yeah.
Old human blood. Still kind of smells good, but it's old. No body. Wild animals very likely dragged him pretty far. You can assume this guy probably broke his leg in the crash, or this woman, you don't know this person. They dragged themselves out of the vehicle. They probably perished, and then wild animals found them. Now, the blood is dried, but it's not 2 weeks old with that roll. You think it's probably a couple days. So,
I almost want to track it down,
you could try.
but I also don't want to split off too far.
Aurora's gonna call out that she's gonna bring the deer back. So if you want to say something, now's the time.
I'll just call back. I found a lead on a body, and I'm gonna go investigate further, I guess.
Okay, let me bring this back, and then why don't you come with us, and then we can go together. I'm just worried. I don't like. I still. We can't lose you again.
Sure. I'll come with. I can help you carry the animal.
Okay, with Gabriel coming, you're able to stun 2 deer to keep them alive. Well enough to slake another point of hunger if you'd like, Aurora.
and you are mostly successful. On your way
And
back to the compound, you have time to roleplay if you would like.
yes, she would make sure that Fenrir and Nina, she would be like, this is for you two, especially you, Nina. You have so many pups, and I just want to make sure you're taken care of. And she gives one of the deer to them, and then she takes the other deer and she's like, here, I know it's not as good as human blood, but hopefully it'll help. And she doesn't know how to hunt or cut a deer or anything, so she's just like, I don't know what to do with this deer. Except just puts it next to the table. She just brings it up. She's like, I mean, you could take its neck? I don't know.
Who are you talking to?
To Stone. Because she gave the other deer to Nina and Fenrir because she wants them to eat.
Okay, I'm wondering if she
Especially
has,
Nina.
before she gets back to the compound, is there any roleplay for her with Gabreil?
Oh, okay. Sorry. Thank you.
Yeah. You're good.
She goes, she would definitely say, like,
Right, because like they go, like imagine this takes like an hour and a half, 2 hours, right, to go track and hunt. With your really good
She
roll,
just-
it takes about an hour to come back. And then with these stunned deer that you've like thrown over your shoulders, or Gabriel's probably got both of them over his shoulders holding their legs,
yeah.
so that if they do wake up, he can hold them with one arm and stun them again. And then
Yes.
you're with Fenrir probably dragging the other one. So there's an hour of like time to get to go
Walking
and come
talking.
back to talk. So
I guess the only thing she asks is, she says, why didn't you leave with Alice? What happened? I thought you walked into the sun. I thought... Maury grieved for you. I grieved for you. We grieved for a body that wasn't even dead.
I went through a lot. Mostly my own fault.
I
Made a
just...
mistake. Hurt my
I just
sister
wish-
very badly.
What happened? That's not like you. Maybe I don't know you.
I don't know how well we really know each other, to be honest.
That's fair. God. I don't know if I can even begin to tell you how much this broke Maury. But
Oh, I know. I saw.
I want you to talk to her. Because even if whatever happens between us, I just want her to be happy.
I don't want to
I know
talk for the same reason.
I think that she would love to see you. I think if she could get a second chance at doing it all over again, she would say that she didn't want you to leave. But I don't want to speak for her. I just please live long enough so that she can talk to you. It's a lot. And with your sister, what happened? I gave her some, I mean, I think she's fine now. She was in stable condition, but I've never seen her like that.
Might be freaked out.
I have to
couldn't
tell you
control it.
something. I gave her some of my blood to help her out. I don't know if that helped or anything. I didn't think things would get this bad so quickly. I thought I had more time.
There's never enough time.
I feel like even though we have eternity, we have eternity, and we also just have every second. It feels like at one moment's notice, we'll just wake up and that's it. And I'm sorry, Gabreil. I really am. I wish I had talked to you and gotten to know you more before forcing you to make a decision that you weren't ready to make.
I definitely made the decision. I guess the reason I made the decision was a bad one. I wasn't really in the right headspace, struggling with these feelings. The way I was raised, I feel disgusted with myself about my infatuation with two people.
How did you meet Alice?
She approached me.
What do you mean? Just
Met me, started talking to me, and the little time we were dating, it was pretty natural, I guess.
it's just I never really got to know you. So tell me, Gabreil. Just tell me about yourself.
What do you want to know in specific?
How'd you get here? Where are your mom and dad? Where did you come from? Were you born in here? How did you study all this?
You also get the feeling she wants to know how and why it felt natural with Alice. You also get the feeling that she is maybe too polite to ask deep questions about your relationship beginning, middle, and end with Maury. But there is burning, albeit polite, curiosity.
So we'll start with my parents. My dad is from old money in Egypt. And then my mom was English, and they met each other on holiday. They couldn't decide on where to live between the two of them, so they met somewhere in the middle. My dad's from old money, so I grew up in a pretty affluent family. But being so sheltered, I had trouble, I guess, really making connections with other people.
Ah. So
No.
that explains the apartment, huh? Or the suite. The building?
Yeah, I guess. Very easy. It was a nice place to study, go to school.
How
was
did you
always
meet
very
Maury?
I think I met Maury a little bit before I met Alice, actually. First time I really connected with anybody outside my family. Was very attracted to her, but I don't think I understood that feeling. I was just happy
you
to
meet
have a
us-
friend.
Did you meet as kids?
No, this is older in life. We're
Teenagers?
right after high school,
Oh.
young adult. But I met Alice shortly after.
So
Alice was very forward with her intentions.
well, you are very pretty. I don't know how else to describe it. You're very, very good-looking individual, Gabreil. Is that the only reason why she chose you?
I don't know.
But what about, why did you fall in love with the thing that you studied in university? Like all this religion and theology and architecture and history.
So my love for started with religion. My mother was deeply religious, very strong Catholic woman.
Oh,
And
I understand that.
and I thought I was always going to go to school for just theology, and then there was an event in my childhood where my sister ran into something occult, and that always had my interests because I have to look after my sister, you know?
What happened? Did she see a ghost?
When we were kids, we're on a yacht, and
She
kid
rolls
went
her eyes a little bit
missing.
at that.
One of the kids went missing, but this really weird thing happened where we met up with our parents, and the kids' parents didn't even remember them. It was strange and horrifying.
So, this is why you've always wanted to study the occult? I see.
It
So,
was also just an excuse to stay in school. I had the money, and I just didn't want to really progress with life. It was nice being able to just study.
you know, you can't stay in school forever unless you're a researcher, I guess. Huh. Why didn't you ever pursue Mori? What happened? I would have assumed you guys kept in touch.
She was always in and out of my life. I didn't have much control over our meetings. I felt like we only met because of fate. Apparently, she was hired to kill me.
Fate is so interesting. Such an interesting concept, don't you think? The idea that there is something cosmic controlling things that people do. Maybe it wasn't fate, but just someone was keeping her from you.
As you as you say this, it processes fully. Mori was there to kill him. Mori only hunts those that prey on the innocent. And it makes you slow down the thought process, Aurora, and then very slowly turn to look at Gabreil, maybe in a new light. Maybe searching for that truth. Could he really be a predator? I mean, clearly not, otherwise Mori wouldn't have let him live. But it sounds like Mori has been a kindred far longer than Gabreil.
What did you do? What was your crime?
I have no idea.
What
I
if
only
someone
found out
manipulated? Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say, it just. What if. Mori knows you. She knows that you wouldn't do something bad. But what if she was given false. What if she was manipulated? What if she was given false information? Why would someone. I'm not asking about why Mori would want to kill you, but why would someone want you dead? And
That
she looks
makes
at
you think.
Gabriel.
It makes you think. And I need you to roll with your smart little brain. Because your character's she's very good at putting things together. And investigation
Intelligent.
and intelligence. Mhm.
Oh,
What was it?
yeah.
Investigation and intelligence.
That is very nice because that is Aurora's wheelhouse. He.
Oh, is Aurora
Right.
rolling this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh shit, damn. Okay. Well, that is really good. So But the skull, you know what? Yeah, I'll let the skull. That's kind of stinky. You know what?
Is
No,
it
I'm
worth
gonna use a
willpower?
willpower. I'm using a willpower because I was robbed of a critical. So I'm gonna use it's my second to last one. So oh. Okay, I'll have to make a note of that. Okay, let's do this again. There we go. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Because yeah, that would have taken away a lot. Okay, that is gonna be 7.
So far. And this could just be your brain, like, making connections that have threaded throughout of all of Gabriel's life that maybe would cause him to feel like they were fate, right? Maybe it's not an accident that he brought that up. Especially the child that went missing and the parents who didn't remember. Now, Kindred, you've watched, you've experienced thoughts, human gray matter being hijacked, bowled over, completely twisted and rearranged by a Kindred. Who's to say that Kindred didn't take that child in the first place? Who's to say they weren't also after Azrael, or Gabriel in this case? There is potential that his entire life was preordained by Kindred to ultimately turn him into what he is today. They do it all the time. They pick a prey. They tunnel like sharks. And then they strike. And you've learned that, Aurora, in this 2 months of you being a vampire. And when you look at Gabreil, it's with a solemn understanding that he's exactly where his sire wanted him to be. He said it felt natural meeting Alice. He said it felt normal. Could Alice have been the Kindred to take the other child? Or perhaps, beyond her, the Mercies? That entire family? Could they have been after Gabreil? And you don't know a lot about Alice. Not really. But there's a part of you that wants to hope that she genuinely loved Gabreil. After all, Gabreil was going to leave with her, and he didn't. But despite that, could she have turned him in defense of what was actually after him? And as your mind is cycling through all of these theoreticals, they don't seem that far-fetched. A strictly religious family encircled by the Mercy family, the Mercy Mafia, who are also so theologically fueled that they put out a hit on your head to get back a family Bible. Interesting. And perhaps connected. Perhaps all of this was connected insofar that perhaps not the coterie were the antagonists, but they certainly were hit by the shrapnel of these meccas of kindred society volleying for power. And it's all accumulated in them pushing so hard and so deep into this world of darkness that it literally spelled their demise with the Second Inquisition. And it feels like a rubber band snaps into place for you, Aurora. Like it's all laid out. The war between the Nosferatu, the Ministry, the La Sombra, Artemis. When you look at Gabreil next, and then you look at the deer that the two of them that he's holding that are stunned, and you look down at Fenrir, you get this sick feeling that all of you are victims of someone else's war. But that doesn't mean you have to stay victims. Not when you have claw and fang and grit. The other thing that passes through your mind, Aurora, the conversation with Robbie. Your words assuring him that it is not what you are, but what you do that makes you. Next to you, Gabreil, you can see Aurora having this moment of Sherlock clarity. And you kind of settle, Aurora. You can influence the world as well. But the question is, how will you do it? Will you do it from the shadows like your predecessors before you have done since the dawn of creation, or rather their creation? Or will you be more overt and risk potential exposure to hunters specially trained to eradicate what you are? It doesn't make you feel better, these revelations. It doesn't bring you hope or joy or peace. But it does present to you a choice. And it begs the question, what are you going to do about it? Because without a shadow of a doubt, Aurora, the only way to keep your humanity is to continue fighting for it every moment for the rest of forever. Least a beast I be, least a beast I become. Do you have anything you want to say to her, Gabreil?
She doesn't talk, by the way, in this entire thing, so you don't know anything, but when that pause moments, when you go to speak, she looks at you. And for a moment, you see that same look and of pity.
I don't know what you're thinking, Aurora. I don't really know what I can do now myself. I feel somewhat trapped, I guess you could say. But I still want to try to help out this group. Try to fulfill what I can and do whatever good I can left.
I want to tell you something, Gabreil.
Sure.
I want you to know that your biggest mistake is thinking that there's nothing that can be done. Or that there isn't a choice you can't make. I don't want you to think that the divine will come and save you. You need to save yourself. If you truly want to bring about that change, if you truly want to do something, then do it. Don't run. Stop running. Are you going to be the marionette on the stage or the person who controls the strings?
What if I don't really want to be either?
Then you'll be nothing.
You get the feeling this is a different version of your conversation with Robbie earlier.
You can't do anything unless you do something. You can't hope and pray. You can't use hopes and prayers and everything they used to tell you to change the world. The world changes with or without you. And if you want to be a part of it, you must do something. You must stick around or find your purpose elsewhere. You might have not been able to decide or make the choice to be this, but you can decide to do whatever you want with what you've been given. If they're going to take away your choice, then you take them back. It's folly for us to think that there's not some greater machinations always behind fate. Fate is just a silly word for men's own decisions and manipulations. And I'm so sorry, Gabreil, that your entire Kindred existence has been filled with being in the dark.
It feels premeditated, his existence, as he is now. Like forces beyond his understanding decided for him. And in a way, Aurora, you get the sense that he's got to make the choice. Despite you wanting him to reach out to Maury, maybe even to watch over his sister again, who you know is recovering. It's just like the conversation with Robbie. Gabreil is going to have to decide to be human every day for the rest of his unnatural forever existence.
You know, Azrael, that time where you felt detached and scary? When I looked at you, I saw the monster, and I didn't recognize you because this wasn't the person I had gotten to know. But seeing you now, I realize that there's a way back. But just like what we've been through, it's gonna take tooth and nail. It's gonna take waking up every day and fighting against the beast inside. And I don't know about you, but I don't intend to lose that war. But those are my decisions. You gotta fight to do what's right, Azrael. It's less of doing what's right and wrong, and more of our question is whether it's human or not. And the worst part of it is that's just what it comes down to, is that's all it is. Every day fighting just to keep being ourselves.
What does Gabreil say to that?
I don't want to lose myself any more than I already have.
Gabriel, I know you made mistakes. And this is your second chance, and I don't want you to arrogantly feel like you're gonna not make more. But what I can tell you is that you at least have eternity to make up for them. You have every moment that you're awake to make up for the wrong that has happened, to do good. I don't want you to feel that every time you trip and fall, it's just going to end up the same. But I want you to know that you have to choose to crawl back and get back up. And I think that's what makes it. That's what's going to keep us. Who we are is getting back up every time. And choosing to be human.
So life is just a struggle now?
It never was.
It always
Life
has
was always
been.
a struggle. Life has always been a struggle. There's nothing. The only difference now is that
The
we can
person
eat-
leading the music, the conductor, has changed.
Yep. We fight different battles now. In some cases, some of those are harder. Some of them are easier.
Okay, wait, I recant that. Azriel grew up really rich. He didn't have that many problems. Hold on. I'm like, wait a minute. He's like, so life is just a struggle now? It's like, yeah, you're poor. Sorry. Presto, you're poor.
Yeah. That's funny. That's funny. But yeah, Aurora
That was
kind of
intentional,
like
sorry.
laughs. No. Aurora kind of laughs herself, and she's like, "Yeah, now Azriel, you get to feel what the rest of us feel, except 10 times harder. Because we're vampire or kindred now, the technical term,
Mm,
the sciencey term. Now you get to feel what we."
If Zero was
We-
here, he would tell you at least you're not bald.
True. So and she kind of like looks at him and she's like, we may be free of some struggles, but other struggles we haven't even begun to comprehend. But I think as long as we try every day, there's a chance every day to not fall prey to this thing that we have become.
What does Gabriel say to that?
I'm going to try the best I can, but I really feel like a fish out of water right now.
Welcome to being normal. You know,
It's
I
unpleasant,
don't think
Gabriel. It's horrible. The pores, God bless them. You feel so many things in this moment.
So many things.
And most of them are just like, oh my God, the pores. They struggle. Oh my, I don't want to be a poor papa. But for real, like what's going on in Gabriel's mind? Like, how does he feel? How is he processing this?
He's trying his best to process this.
Because he's in the same boat that Robbie was earlier. Robbie
In
seen
his mind,
breaking down. That's where Azriel is, or Gabriel.
yeah, Gabriel was already of the mindset is with his time here that he has, he's going to do the best he can to try to make up for all the wrongs he was doing. So he's already down that mindset.
Right.
But now it's just, it's just the fight for humanity. Just it feels like it's a war that he didn't sign up for, and
It makes you wonder,
it's just been
I
an
think, as
exhausting-
well if
Yeah.
Maury signed up for it.
I don't think Maury would have signed up for it in my mind.
So Gabriel's.
Did any of us really sign up for this, actually? Like,
Yeah, I want you to roll a composure and resolve for him to process this.
what's 5 sucks?
It means he processes it well. So whatever that looks like for you,
I think you see a little bit of just resolve on his face outwardly that he's at least committed to something, and he's committed to trying his best, you know?
does he feel... What does he feel towards Aurora specifically?
His feelings towards Aurora are very mixed. He doesn't dislike her, but he's still upset at the position he put himself in with the whole relationship that really just didn't work for him, and he shouldn't have never done. But it's more regret, a little bit of sorrow, a little bit of anger, and a little bit of guilt because he knows he can't just blame her as much as he wants to for his own ego's sake. So very, very mixed emotions towards Aurora.
Does Aurora see this war in his eyes?
That's up to Gabriel.
Oh, 100%.
Oh yeah, she won't say anything. She's letting you feel.
Does he say anything?
I think he just holds back. He's still just processing.
Okay.
Very much taking his time chewing on the thought.
Okay, fair enough. And it's here that we're going to meanwhile over to Damien. Damien, where do you lead you and Robbie? Because it's just the two of you.
I think he just goes in like an opposite direction of like the other two. Like just far away enough as possible.
Okay. As soon as you're far enough away from any listening ears, Robbie just says, "I'm sorry about earlier. I shouldn't have freaked out like that."
I mean, you were mad, so just, go through it, process.
Just didn't feel normal, mad, I guess. So I wanted to apologize.
The fuck is normal anyway?
A mean of averages, I guess. That's a really hard question to answer.
I wasn't a normal kid. I was just some fucking loose bullied half the time. Because I looked like a ugly chud.
What do you mean?
What I looked like before was a solid reflection of what I looked like earlier in my life. And it's actually quite poetic that a guy like me just came back around full circle. I didn't fill out till I was like around your age. I didn't become, I didn't have a plethora of friends, or, I still had a small circle or whatever. It's why I say, what the fuck is normal? Normal's just a word. I guess it's a state of being, but I was the kid who just liked bugs, comics, and other nerdy crap.
Gets a small half smile.
Thanks for making me feel better about it. I'm still sorry. It didn't feel right. It didn't even feel good. The anger felt pretty fucked up, actually.
And he rubs the center of his chest like there's something that aches there.
Well, you got a beating heart too.
Kinda.
It's weird. The sun hurts me, but I can stand out in it, no problem, I guess.
I mean, not the full sunlight. I don't think you should try that. Right?
You can always test it.
He gives you a side eye.
Yeah, I mean, fuck it, we ball, sure. It's just roulette with our lives. It's cool. It's cool. We just explode from the base of our balls to the tips of our noses. You know, it's cool. I'm cool with that. You cool with that? Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, it's just experiment. It's not that deep, really. I mean, we could explode. We could just turn to ash.
We would ash?
I don't know. Like, do you know? I sure shit don't know.
No, I got no clue. I've never tested
She
it.
turned to ash, though. She definitely turned to ash. No bones, no nothing, just ash.
Who are you talking about?
Artemis.
I don't think I met her.
You wouldn't have liked her. She tried to kill your sister.
What the
The moment.
What?
Yeah. She tried to kill your sister.
Why?
Since she didn't like that she was a ghoul. She wanted her to be turned completely, and I said no. Then we tussed, we fought.
I'm glad you won. Thanks for looking out after Mia.
And don't just think me, think Stone. If it wasn't for Stone, I probably couldn't have beaten her on my own.
Is he a good guy? Bad guy? Do we like him, right? Like Aurora, she's smitten. I just like, is he the boyfriend that we're like, mm-hmm, yeah, I see you, or you know, like,
I don't know. Like, there's a level of stay in my lane with that I don't even bother to comprehend that relationship.
it's a little intense.
I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop, in all honesty.
I mean, my friends would probably say she was a monster fucker, but I don't want to be rude. I like Aurora. She's my friend. As you guys are walking, there's like a moment of quiet, and then Robbie's like, do you think he has a hemi-penis? Never mind. Don't answer that. I don't want to know. And Zero from your pocket snickers and is like, oh, that bitch definitely got some snake dicks going on. Do I want to know what Zero just said?
It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's probably true, but I doubt it.
Okay, I don't want to know.
I don't think the human anatomy works that way unless you twisted, contorted.
I saw some of that, I think, in the train, fighting that psychopath. And he gets a 1,000-yard stare for a minute, and he blinks and shakes his head. You're not gonna let Agatha come stay with us, right?
At no point did I say I was going to let her stay with us. She's obviously has a place to stay on her own. I was just saying it's good to have a read of what's going on.
You're not gonna cheat on
Like,
my
I
sister,
understand.
right?
At what point would I do that? Like, I am a loyal person.
He just
I'm
is
like
looking
a
at you.
fucking dog.
He's just looking at you. Like he's like you. It's such a kid comment. Like, Mommy's not gonna leave Daddy, right? Like, it's just he's not really looking for the answer to that because he knows you're never gonna cheat on his sister. He's actually just not outright asking you're never gonna leave him. And so as you're explaining and you cut a glance to him, you see that golden retriever stare from Robbie of his face just saying, please don't leave me, Damien. even though he asked something totally opposite.
Why don't you just say what you want to say?
What do you mean? I just wanted to make
Even with your fucking eyes, I can see it.
Not Robbie, Zero whispers, that's because he's a little punk bitch, but we love him.
Nothing. I don't know. I just want to make sure you're gonna stick around, I guess.
I left Mia alone before, so I can't do it again. I don't have much left. What's there to run to or go to?
Robbie nods.
I'm not a pussy. I just, you know.
And he sniffs. He sniffles next to you, wipes his face.
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
If anything were to happen to you or Mia, I don't know what would happen. That's a level of measurable pain I don't know I could ever comprehend.
Me too. Me too. I don't.
And he puts a hand on your shoulder. Even though you're wider and taller than him.
From one weird kid that likes bugs to another. I'd be a mess if I lost you, dude.
He gives him a look. Is that?
I haven't ever told you this. And I feel like I should. Because... Thank you for bringing me back. Like, I know it's, like, hard and shit, and, like... Oh, fuck.
And he blinks fast because he's starting to tear up. He has to look away. And then he rushes through the rest.
Because even though it's hard, you know, I'm glad it's with you. My sister and these other weirdos that we found. I sure do really like all of you guys. Even if you guys don't always get along. We were owls together, man. I mean, you were like crazy bat thing, but that was sick.
Yeah, but Hanson didn't make it.
Yeah. We should do something respectful for him. He's a nice guy. He didn't deserve that.
He didn't deserve anything he got. He was just a puppet. Just like probably a lot of other people.
I'm sorry I lose my shit sometimes. I'll try not to.
You realize you're still a kid, right? You're like 17 years old.
I'm almost 18.
Yeah, but still, like, your brain doesn't fully develop till you're 25.
Alright, well, looks like I'm this forever. Wait a minute. That's not true. Wait, is that true?
Yeah, you're that way forever.
Man.
And he gets quiet for a second. He thinks about it. And Zero in your pocket is like whistling and mumbling to himself as if he were giving a fatherly talk to both of you who are his sons.
I mean, I'm still gonna, like, learn stuff. I'm not gonna be a dumbass forever, though, so, like... So, it's only, like, a month away that I'm, like, 18, so, like, I'm gonna be 18. Adult.
18 in the mind, and he kind of points and touches his head. And then he points to his body. But physically that for forever.
Man, I wish I could have worked out a little more. Maybe got a little bigger. At least I'm not a midget like my sister. I wouldn't want to be as short as her.
She's not a,
Yeah, she's like
she's not a
5'9".
midget. She's like 5'9", which is your problem.
What? She's small.
You're small in comparison to me.
Whatever. You're just above average, which is the mean of all that is normal. You know what else is cool about being a vampire? I don't ever have to take another math class. Or art class.
Did you say 6'8" was above average?
Yeah. You're like basketball size. I'm the size of the coach. CEO size. Yeah.
All right, coach.
He laughs. Yes, my all-star athlete. What can I help you
I
with?
need to something to eat.
Yeah. Let's find assholes and beat them up. Let's not bite anybody's finger off, though. Thank God Gabreil is back. Holy shit.
Can't stay lost in the dark forever. Eventually, you have to find your way out.
Aw. It's like the most poetic, girly thing you've ever said to me. I'm touched.
You act like I don't read books.
He walks backwards, and you can see on the horizon, like, the very edges of the ruined city. And not the whole thing, but a lot. It's very clear that this California city is in crisis.
I mean, I read books. I like How to Train Your Dragon books. Did you know it was a book before it was a movie? Man, cool shit.
No, I just saw the movies.
To find your prey as you guys reach, not like you start reaching the stretches of suburbia that's like one house, some farmland, another house.
Yeah, kind of like the outskirts.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and roll for me. Wits and awareness.
Can I use Eyes of the Beast to assist with that?
Yep, sure can.
To look at a sheet thing here. How many dice to my rating? Or just or how much added to my pool, I guess.
2. Yeah. 2 extra dice.
5.
Okay. Between you and Robbie, even this far out in the outskirts, thieves, looters, smashing up somebody's truck, breaking in, smashing windows in the house, also breaking in. It's... yeah. And Robbie says, so, you want to go catch dinner? First one to get there wins.
Yeah. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, go! And he like takes off.
Bastard.
Roll a dexterity and athletics.
Okay. Dexterity and athletics.
Mhm.
Can do. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Just 3. He's probably gonna win this.
He does.
I have a feeling.
He does win this. He got a 6. So one looter's got a bat and tries to swing it at him, which Robbie catches. He disarms him and he's like, "Nighty night, asshole!" And then he just takes the bat and starts. There's 6 guys all together. The 2 of you subdue them. And then, Robbie lines them up on the porch. Doesn't seem like there's anybody that lives here home, but so much stuff has been taken. It looks like these people probably fled and they left behind one of their vehicles. A really old vehicle, regardless. And after Robbie's lined up his 4 and you line up your other couple, he swings the bat, puts it on his shoulder, and says, "Rate me 1 out of 10. What do you think? Or 1, 2, 10, not 1 out of 10. Hold on, whoa. I misspoke there.
What am I rating exactly?
1 to 10. Scale of 1 to 10. 10 being the coolest. 1 being a kid that likes pugs.
I'm gonna give you a 6 just for room for improvement.
What? A 6? I took out 4 guys. You took out 2.
Maybe like a 6.5?
What? Zero sits up and leans in your pocket, lounging. He's like, "I don't know what to tell you, kid, but it was sloppy. That guy's got a concussion, so maybe you shouldn't drop his blood pressure. And that guy's not even a guy. That's a girl. And you broke out her front teeth. She's going to have to live with that for the rest of her life." Robbie points the bat and is like, "I don't know what your pocket is telling me because the voodoo magic isn't working right now. But that is at least an 8.
I don't know. He said you hit a girl, so
I did not hit a girl.
let's confirm. He's gonna go to whatever body looks
Okay,
feminine.
you go to pull the mask off, and as you pull it off, it is a girl. And Robbie's like, "Shh," and puts her mask back on. "Just don't look at it." And that's where we're going to end tonight. Just don't look. Shh.
Robbie forgot about the cool factor, man. You gotta look cool, have style doing it. It's gonna be fun. Or I was just gonna literally just like be like, "And here." Bunch of deer. Oh.
There's my dice bag.
Thank you for joining us for this week's chapter of New Blood by Night. I hope you enjoyed it. Tune in next time for a potentially